If you just stumble across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital, the dash digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital. Stepping like Marty McFly, stepping I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why, I never doubted me why, I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win, I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend, only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids, that's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends, had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win, you know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold, I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb, I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital, the dash digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm just trying to feed my kids. I'm just trying to keep my way. I'm just trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a one and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital, the dash digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital. Double up, yeah. Double up. The money I call up. Double up. The money I call up. 2 turns of 4, 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid. Rich when I wait. I bet the bank. I set the pace. Guess what I make? That's what I make. Counting pockets, that's a trending topic. You got this and you got that, but got no spending options. I keep quiet, but still get it rocking. I keep quiet with it in my pocket. I keep quiet, moving stuff for silent. Double up. The money I call up. Double up. The money I call up. I swear God been blessing me. You think you been testing me? Don't mean lemons, watch lemon squeeze. Pieces
Chicken fingers.
You by watch them bust them down. Mine is my investment.
Dang, son, put some bass in that voice.
You need to call Trevor, please. I don't fold, I don't fear. Pearly whites, no veneers. Keep it clean, check it's clear. Water clear, P is clear. See the light, you go dear. See the light, I go near. Let me shine, watch me shine. I'ma shine, vision clear. Double up. The money I call up. Double up. The money I call up.
John boy. RC Cola and the moon pie.
This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. No, this ain't what you used to. Switch up from the bikes to a new coupe. You know I keep some new shoes. Keep it simple, not like you. All night, get right. Know you know the price. Know you know the name, no games. I need all my money now. Not playing, man. This ain't what you used to.
Oh, say, my good man, would you mind hitting that button right there? That seemed to be reached that. Would you mind that? Thank you so much.
So I gotta get the pay.
Lazy ass.
Always with the new. This ain't what you used to. I do me, do you. I do me, do you. This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. Calls keep coming in. For the win, get it in. This ain't what you used to. So you get on my nerves. Trying my line, get curved. This ain't what you used to. Ride around, swerve. Everybody here knows the word.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. My name is Lane. I'm the Road Dogg. Aroo! So last night when we left the stream here, we checked out the 6-minute chart, just kind of getting a feel for what might be happening during the day. We were somewhere, I don't know, through here. We said that, I don't even think well, this was midnight. This was 1, so we were like up here in this vicinity, and we're talking about the possibility of, you know, coming up to this area, even up to here at 63 to 94-ish in that area. And then possibly even, you know, coming back, and we need to come back and retest this area at 64,477, hoping for a higher high. That would be the real sign that we needed to see, right? So that's what we were suggesting, you know, just kind of curious what the morning boys would do. That's why I always like to do this at the end of the stream, just to, I don't know. But, you know, it was pretty cool, unless you were, I don't know, a salesman in the morning, I don't know, about 10 or 11 o'clock, calling for something crazy, like, well, not crazy. It was not crazy at all. It's just that there were signs that just were not seen. I don't know. I've seen lots of things, but needless to say, some of those targets to the upside, 66, did not really get hit. And I mean, I hate to say this, but even if you're trading this on the 1 minute, you know, there was some divergence here between, if you just kind of looked, that goes up right here from this peak to there. And on your RSI, you got this right here coming down, so you know that's your bearish divergence saying trend reversal. But you know, salespeople don't always catch that kind of stuff, unfortunately. But they sure do a great job selling. I will give them that. Excellent. But gosh darn it, woo! If you'd taken that trade, you'd be stopped out, hopefully not getting hurt too bad, because gosh darn it, man, we've dumped down about 6%, which is not bad. But if you're using that crazy 30x leverage, which I do use sometimes, woo! Gosh darn it, that'd be in the red, wouldn't it? That'd suck. So we're looking at possible, you know, coming up to one of these areas, getting rejected more likely, and then having to come back and retest these areas with the possibility of going lower. That's what we're saying. Fortunately for us, right now, as we speak, we're going to come over here to the 6-minute. Well, the areas that we've just now found support are right in the same areas that we were at just, well, yesterday, when the morning guys were freaking out, calling for shorting this area here to the downside. I don't Yeah, I can't make this up, but yet, I don't know, they're 90% accurate, or so they claim, and who am I to dispute that? What I see here, and if we're going to chart the 6 minute, I mean, or any minute, it's going to be apparent that we kind of had a little Hail Mary trend line right here from the wiki wicks to the bodies, and we broke the heck out of that. But nice little move back here, right? Unfortunately, this is a lower low, just a smidgen lower than the last one here. So since we didn't make a higher high like we'd hoped for, we are looking for a possible retest of one of these previous areas. And now that could be even here on the 6. I can't believe I'm sitting here charting on the 6 minute. I'm starting there charting on the 6 minute chart, but it's okay. My Kung Fu is strong because I'm just listening to what the charts are saying. So I'm saying I'm going to probably bounce off this area, come back up at least 6108. Hey, if we get hopeful, it's just an if. Could retest, this little broken trend line up here. Now that's either at this point at 62,138 by this particular chart, or just kind of follow the whole trend line up to 62 something. So kind of those areas that we lost. And lucky here on the 6 minute, if we're not just getting that death cross, bum bum bum. Road dog, you're scaring me. The whole market's tanking. Yep, we're melting. You got the death cross here on the 6 minute, but relax, people. It's just a 6 minute. Jeez. It'll be over with before you know it. You might make it out with all your toes intact. Might there be a double bottom? I don't know, man. Come on. Best thing to do in these situations, seriously, is just to zoom the freak out, man. Oh, but I guess it just gets more clicks being on those smaller time frames, so there we are. We got it. Yeah, zoom out is not as scary, but there's a warning to be had there. They are not lying to you when they say 54 could be on the table. Even some seem to down to 47, and I can't say that it's not on the table, but that doesn't mean we got to go down there, because things have got to get really bearish to get us there. With the moving averages here on the daily, with our 200 and our 100 and our 50 just up and to the right, just giving it to the guy. Rocking on, man. It's hard to see how the damage to the downside would be too great, but we do have that triple top that we looked over and pretty much confirmed by the Bukowski standard, so that guy counts. Measure move for that little guy, man. I mean, gosh, I need to label things. I got a Bukowski measure move over here and a Bukowski measure move here. And this one, this is it for the neckalina there. That's the one where we got a possible $54,000 coming. Possible. But I got to see, this area here at, what is this, 61,000. See it break. Most notably, we got to see this area down here at 59,152 break. We haven't done that yet. There's a strong possibility we're in a Wyckoff reaccumulation event. And I actually kind of buy into that. So as scary as this is, I'm not so scared. And even what if we're wrong? Hey man, what if by my pattern trading strategies and applications and analysis and so forth and whatnot, it might be respecting these angles here and the bringing that trend line over here, identifying the channel we were in, broke out, and that we apparently are retesting here on this very convoluted numbered up chart that I've got here with all these. Can we just get rid of them? Can I? Because the price targets, I mean,
We touched the number. I said it would touch. That makes me great. Aren't you excited that you listened?
I mean, what? Can we just kind of focus on the charts and not so much a bunch of drama and everything? There's a little bit of rounding going on here. Now I like that. I'm paying attention to that. So, all right, I got excited. I like to draw this little trend line over here. Just steal one from over here because I'm too lazy to go up and click one. We haven't really touched that. And if we're gonna bounce here, there's a slight little roundy going on here, a little slight roundy going on here too, I believe. If we start getting some roundy signs, that's a nice little accumulation bottomy type sign, and something to keep your eye on there. That we're finding a lot of buys coming in here. I guess we could flip on some indicators and we can just play around here. We'll come back to the bigger time frames, the daily. Road Dog, you're making me dizzy. Stop it. Well, the bigger time frames tell you so much. It's telling you we're trying like heck to get some support here at this trend line area, man, and at this horizontal this one's kind of wacky. But down here, the bottom of this wick that we've been talking about, that one, we came kind of close to that. That needs to hold. Making a lower low there could be the little spring we need in a Wyckoff reaccumulation, but it's just one of those careful areas that, yeah, this could be a top and you don't know it is until after the fact. So if it is a top and we make a lower low below this little wick over here, yeah, I'm going to consider, we might be in for a reversal, because we would be back in below my trend line, closing candles under here. Then I would definitely be looking at the possibility of more downside to the bottom of this trend line, or even a little further. We're not there yet, so let's don't have a heart. Let's don't pull out the those electrical things for the heart attack just yet. Let's don't electrocute them before they need to be fried. We can still recover off of this trend line, and that's just normally what this does. And we look for a strong bounce, or a moderately nice little bounce, at least up to these $68,000 areas for Bitcoin. And the only bad thing is, probably be some kind of event pays a lot of attention to Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin starts going up, well, so does dominance usually. And when dominance goes up, altcoins usually suffer. So if you're only holding altcoins, I sympathize with you. I did that last cycle, mostly all in altcoins. Ooh, that roller coaster. Ooh, she's a doozy, man. You went for the big boy ride, didn't you? Uh-huh. You might have stood on your tiptoes a little bit. I don't know, man. But you in there now. Mm-hmm. Woo! All you got to do is just ride that ride, baby. Let's see how our altcoins are looking after we say hello to everyone in our chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Straka. We got Brackus Adventures. Dave B, not a member. How's it going, not a member? A mercy received. Doesn't like the rap. It's not for everybody. Mr. Miles, hey, how's it going, Mr. Miles? And Crypto 420. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I think I got everybody. And a few lurkers out there. Hey, welcome, lurkers. I would lurk too. I do lurk. I am well, if you're a lurker, you're not really notable, but I would be a notable lurker. If lurkers could be notable. Ain't a dang thing wrong with being a lurker. So what I like to do is check out these indices over here, and you see this little major trend line we got on Alt3s. Well, yeah, we said bye-bye to that a little while ago after getting this kind of triple chop. I call it a triple top. You might want to call it a hidden toe. And it's not split hairs. Let's just, kind of figure out that you could not break, not you personally. Don't mean to say that for you personally. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to blame this all on you, okay? Not your fault at all. I didn't mean for this to come out. I don't know. I think I pick it up from other people. I was like, you just couldn't get up, could you? You couldn't get over that level, could you? I think it's funny. But now I find myself doing that too. So Price just couldn't get above there, right? And she came back, kind of tested it and fell below. So yay. Automatically, we got a measured move that Listen, it doesn't have to do this, folks, but it's just fair that you know that there is a measurement you can take from here to predict that where the market cap might fall down. I mean, we're currently at almost 600 million. Again, not quite there again. But the measure move is telling us that, we could come down to $491 million, meaning a crap ton of money will be leaving altcoins and probably either going into Bitcoin or into stablecoin if this, scenario plays out. We got to do some serious inspecting to see if that level might be held. But even, looking to the left for a confluence or some area of supports, we're landed right on the top of this area over here where we broke out of it, inverted head and shoulders. And the crazy thing about these inverted head and shoulders is, I know it's crazy, right? 64% chance that they come back to revisit that breakout area. I know, right? I kid you not, though. I kid you not. I got proof. I don't just I was looking at many times. I can take it to the statistics. And you would think that's impressive for that little booger. That's a little inverted head and shoulders, right? TotallyPatternSide.com. Thomas Bukowski, the GOAT, the dude. Head and shoulders. That was a bottom. So, head and shoulders, would you not agree? Head and shoulders. Head and shoulders to the upside. Throwback rate is 65%. I'm sorry, I was up by 1%. Please forgive me, but this is the reputable site for any percentage thrown out there, because 68 seems to be the given for the people that just don't know. It's like, I need a number to throw out to look impressive. 68%. Nay. For breakouts and such, but so this one can break out. Thomas Dukowski actually does not give a breakout statistic for this one because it's a reversal pattern. It should usually find them on bottom. So if it's a reversal pattern, you don't really need much of a statistic for them to play out. But although they can not. He does talk about busted patterns, but I digress. 65% chance that this one comes back to retest this breakout period. As crazy that is. Is that what we're saying over here? I don't even know where we are. Oh, we were on total 3. Is that what we're saying over here with total 3? It could be. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. There are some other areas that we can find support that would possibly bounce. So don't say, I'm not saying it's going to go back to... I'm just saying there's just two things of confluence right there saying that's a possibility. You need to be aware of it. And as such, given that we've broken out of this major trend line here in this channel we could not hold, that you probably need to have a plan for altcoins on the ones that are kind of sucking and the ones that maybe you got to had your eye on and just couldn't get in at that juicy price. They might get juicy. I'm just saying. We talked about this for a while, and I wish I'd listened to it a little bit more myself and taken a lot more profit. At this 3.618 reversal area, it's a reversal area with a reversal pattern with a not just one rejection, 2 rejections, and almost a third. Lower highs each time. Breaking trend lines. I don't know how it could have just spelled it out for us. Maybe I'm tired. You ran my dingle balls off. I have no more dingles. From way down here, man. You pumped me. I couldn't pump no more. That's it. I need to break. You walls me out. And so now, I'm taking a break. Normally this is the area where I would pull a fib. Hope and pray that we find support here at $579 billion for all caps. It can happen. It can happen. Well, everybody praying to Jesus, though. The other one is kind of right down here in the areas we're talking about, 523, and then, well, wouldn't you know it? Here's another little bit of did you just move that? There's a reverse button. We got it. There's a little bit of confluence down here. Right on it. The 886 Fibonacci retracement area. Right here at that breakout area of the pattern that we broke out of that has a 65% chance for a retracement to that breakout area. I'm just saying what they saying. That's all. People don't like that, Road Dog. They don't like it. It's a red day. People want hopium, Road Dog. I can't give you hopiums at the moment. I can give you warnings. You need to, have a plan in place. Might involve a Tangem wallet. There's a four-letter word. Dog. Dog. I said dog. Save you 10% off of that. But right now, let's take a look over on Tokenmetrics and see what's popping over here, man. Bull and bear market, I got nan, got nary, got nothing. Nan. I thought it was at 38% last time I looked. Now it's not even. It's like I don't even want to talk about it. We're not even talking about it. Not even talking about it. So wow. What you trying to say, baby? Clearly, altcoin season is, a little north of where our little little level is. We're at like at 25, and altcoin season's like up here, like at 60, 65, and that's we're not close to it. So, regardless of what you might hear on the 1 minute, not yet, not quite yet, there, babies. We can come over and see what's happening on the ratings for the trader coins here. What's hot? Most trendings, Omni Network, Gala, Brett, and Nisa Global. And I got no data over here. Are you not hooked up? Apparently, I'm getting a little trouble here. We'll have to come back to Tokenmetrics if you're not. Yes, there you are. Is that Stone? Stone? Peppy? Pizza? Ordinals. I got some peppy ordinals and pizza ordinals. I'm not finding those as easy to find. Some of them through Xverse, but not all of them. There's some other, I think maybe some other wallets that kind of lean a little toward one decentralized exchange over the other. So might have to do some navigating. White Bitcoin, Seamless, Greener Coin, Virtual, Cosplay Token, Vara Network, Guild of Games, Railgun, Ton Coin, $6.34. Polka Bridge, Cream, Checks. The top-notch investor coins right now that the market is kind of looking at over here on Tokenmetrics anyway. Well, ladies or not, we got Steppin', we got Base Brett, Crypto Asset, I guess. It just says Crypto Ass. Kaga. What if it was Kaka? D-Chat. TBTC. I like TBTCs. Flare, Polymesh, Aragon, Wegme Games, Cello, Onyx Coin, Waves, Phoenix, Mina Pearl, Hi-Fi Finance, Veracity, Dynatus, Arc. Hello, Maya. Choice.com. Miro's way down here, but she's on there. What up, my peeps? Couldn't make it to the 15 minutes without mentioning the upside. I know. Alrighty. Well, if you got any coins you want to take a look at, be sure to throw them into the chat. Maybe put that up there. Where's the little thing? The thing. Do we have the thing? Ah, yeah, the request. I lost the chat. Chat, where did it go? How's the music? Is the music okay? We got some new things starting out anyway. Today's supposed to be music day, and kind of slacked on it a little bit. Mr. Miles says, I always request cast, but you did cover it a few days ago. Hey, we're covering what you guys want to look at. Otherwise, I'm going to actually try to speed through a bunch. See if I can through my speed thing. Litecoin! I do Litecoin. Light hustles. One of these days I will get our little shed issues outside hooked up to electricity and get that old Litecoin miner dusted out and see if I can make some Litecoin. Verify it's you. I don't want to go through all that stuff again, man. We just did that. Rock and roll with me. Come on now. I think Mercury is still in retrograde, is it not? Sometimes you can feel it. So let's go over Casper. Casper, go back to the Angels. Still waiting for Casper to get itself. Oh, I can't separate the Angels. Leave the Angel right there, but don't go backwards, Casper. Go toward. Just go up. She flirting with that trend line, losing that trend line. Don't lose that trend line. You've already lost so many trend lines already, Casper. You. I'm telling mama. Casper, you did it. You went and did it. That was wrong, Casper. You're not supposed to be doing that. I want to go to the daily, see what the daily says about it. Daily backing her up right now, but I don't know, man. Casper, yeah, that 200 on the daily needs to hold badly. And if it can get a bounce and we get back above there, that would be awesome. I can't see that happening unless something really bullish happens with Bitcoin, personally. It could happen. But, gosh, man, but losing that's not going to... Still, on the daily, still got our major momentum moving averages there, still up and to the right. Same thing on the 3-day. You know, we started looking at this because Lucy was involved. I think we got to summons the devil. Devil, where are you? You're hiding here somewhere. She's not showing up on the daily. She hadn't made it here yet. Oh, that's good. But the 360 did show up. It's coming in at this trend line. So it is definitely, we got confluence down here and a trend line, a 360 moving average, which will come into play, can come into play, we'll put it that way. If the 200's lost, I'm looking for that area. But there's still a good chance 200 can hold on. Let's go find Lucy. She's hanging around the 4 hour, I'm sure. She's right up here. We're underneath her. She likes us when we're underneath her. Here's Lucy. When she first started playing with Casper over here at 9 cents, they made a deal with the devil, shot her right up to famedom. You can't double. You see it all the time. These altcoins, they just strike a deal with the devil. There it goes. Then they burn out, man. Couldn't even make it to 27 though, Casper. I mean, what the hell? 27's the number. If you're going to play with the devil, you got to touch 27. That's. Mark my words. She will stumble at 27. She made a deal with the devil. That's how it goes. You heard it here first. Wouldn't that be freaky if that works? Anyway, seriously, this moving average does come into play with the markets, crazy as it is. But she's flirting with losing it as support and the 800. The 800 is a big one. You don't want to lose 800 and Casper lost the 800 on the 4 hour. That's kind of a big deal. So, are you telling me Casper ain't worth crap? It's going to go down. Well, I'm not saying it's not worth anything. I'm just saying it's unless this is a fake out and gets back above this trend line, we're going to come back down to 9 and 8, and that's going to mess with my bags. That I can do it, but that's not exactly how I envision doing it. With some spot margin, I really don't want to have to add. That was not the game plan. You come back and profit, let me risk manage if I need to, but you come back and profit, and then we're back up here, and then we're good to go. So let's do that. Come on, Casper. We have to come up just a little bit and see what's going on here. Here we go. The 8 hour. Now this one I like. 800 moving average, good. Lucy's moving average. Y'all know Lucy. Don't act like you don't know Lucy. Lucy. We like it if we can find a chart where we're above Lucy, because it's always better to be over the devil than letting the devil be above you, because the devil's above you, she'll just beat you down. She's naughty, man. So here we got a fighting chance on the 8 hour. Check this out, man. 800 Lucy. The 360 moving average up here. Now the 50's crossing it. Not the greatest thing, so we're struggling, right? But the 200's way up here. 100 crossing, not the greatest thing, but our main momentum is still up and to the right, so we got that going for us. I bet if we pull up our other indicators, like, oh, I don't know, MACD's probably, woo, look at MACD, what she's saying. MACD reminds me of Ain't B for some reason, except for like an Ain't B that likes to drink and comes to the party late. I don't know why, but she just does. Lucky here. Now, this is not a very, very strong cross, and you can tell that if you zoom in. She started out good, but then she got flattened out, hammered off to the top there. Bent nail syndrome is what they call that in the medical field, I believe. But she did cross, so that's good. Now we got a cross. We see that our histogram is going up a little bit on the 8 hour. So if you're looking for your hopium on Caspa, here we are, man. I mean, this is our first signs of a reversal, and if we're getting that in this area, it may stick. No guarantees, but again, our moving average. We got Lucy giving us support here. She's got an evil plan. Lucy's got an evil plan. I don't know what she's up to, but I think they struck another deal on the 8 hour. If they struck another deal, you know their record's going to go to number 1. You know they're going to be on American Bandstand again. This may just be a bear trap, ladies and gentlemen. Price is struggling with that non-moving average, but get above it. We got a chance. Stay below it. Well, you know, we're just riding this down to the pits of hell, down to talk to Lucy again at 10 cents. I'd rather not go talk to Lucy again because she has some hard terms to deal with. And since we're on her good graces this entire period, I suggest that we try to run toward the angels, Caspa, like I told you to begin with. What the hell's wrong with you? Look who you're hanging around with. Look at your life. Jeez. Maybe you need a side chick. Cassie? Cassie? Where's Cassie? Anybody seen Cassie? Oh my God. I can't do it with that Cassie. Gotta have Cassie. Cassie? Oh my God, we lost Cassie. Oh, there's Cassie. Thank God. My side chick, ladies and gentlemen. Cassie. Let's move on now to check out Litecoin. I didn't see Casper bounce back in there, man. LTC. Yeah, you know me. I'm not the futures, please. Litecoin. Over okay, Litecoin. Binance looks good. Let's go with Binance. So what I've been tracking with Litecoin and what, you know, sadly does usually play out, even though it's a messy one, is, you know, you broke a major trend line when we fell down to this area. So, you know, it's like we lost a level in Mario or something. You know, we went underground. Now we got to, you know, got to find a tunnel that gets us back above ground. And this wasn't it. A little mushroom stomped our little head down to the downside. So it seems to be respecting this angle here. So looks like this might be a nice little bouncy area. Of course, Lucy's got her say in it too. I forgot to turn her off, but since we got her here, she's here, and it would be good if she flips over this 800 moving average. That would actually be bullish and what we need to see. She's kind of playing what do you call that? Aloof at the moment. She's being a little passive aggressive and trying to get her terms in here. But this 360 moving average is coming to our rescue. We're finding some support there. And if you look, the non-moving average, you know, is just cradled like a little baby. Like a little baby. Like a little baby. And that price can kind of nurture itself and wean itself off of the teat of the 360 because these little, they're sagging here, all these little teat light wicks there. She can find some support here and get above the non-moving average, and then, you know, we can start our little flip thing. It's cool to see this like doing a 180, the 9. It's not crossing, she's going the other way, so that's a nice little turnaround thing to be looking for here with Litecoin, believe it or not. $78. It's probably a good buy for Litecoin. If you believe in the project and you want to play that game, Litecoin. Because really, if you zoom out on Litecoin, on the dollar, now against Bitcoin, she's not looking so healthy, but against the dollar, I mean, okay. She did make a higher high, believe it or not, from back here at 366. And she made a higher high at 414. So if you connect the dots there, you know, might she come up to 478 in that area? I mean, I'm not going to rule it out. If it was me having to kind of predict, I would say 462 could be it. Maybe, even 516. That's a little beyond my line there at the moment, so I can't really envision it, but we'll throw it out there just for honors. But, you know, if you don't have something to shoot for, then you're just kind of aiming at the crowd, and that's not safe at all. You can go to jail for that. So you need a target to shoot for, and I think that $462 is a good hopium target. If that's just a little bit too much for you to kind of think of for Litecoin, so, oh, that will never happen. Well, maybe 271 would be a nice little place to get off the train. I think a lot of people will be trying to get off the train there, and probably 183 because a lot of people take the short train. I'm not serious about taking the long distance train with Litecoin, but there are those who are. Good old Litecoin, you're taking way too long on this TA, aren't you, for the Mr. Speedrun? Not much of a speed run, is it? Let's see if I can do a speed run. Hey, we got Haven. How's it going, Haven? Haven says Bitcoin's trying to launch. Is it? Let's. Oh. Did you? Did you just do something, Bitcoin? What? Oh, look, we got a. Ooh, nice. Bounce it. Why didn't you hit my line? Why didn't you hit my line, Bitcoin? You didn't hit it here. Now you didn't hit it. Are you trying to make me look like horrible here? What? Come on, man. So that's a great bouncy bounce. Another thing. We got loose. We're sitting here on the 6 minute, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this 3 days from now, you're going to have to totally look over this and fast forward. So Lucy's up here hanging out. Well, a lot of them are up here hanging out. 62,300. So wow, man, that's a good area for a retest and then come down lower. Just saying. As I fall down a hole in my thoughts. Yeah, pretend you got a grip, but fingers tend to how do you want to do this? For real. See, falling is freedom. Which method do you want to do for that time? I take my hands off. Yeah, control is an illusion. You got it. You stupid. You hold no cards in your hand. Blind luck to find purpose, look like the same person. Don't hold too tight on your plans. See, you can pull leverage. Don't try that at home, Kev. Tell yourself you're in control. Just know that you're missing the point of what it's all about while I'm here sitting on gold. You can't tell me a damn thing. I'm lost. At least it's a daydream. I turn into Ooh, you went to an 8. Oh, sweet baby. You may not even make it down there. Oh, bitty Bitcoin. So much for that speed round that we're going to work on.
Think it feels a lot like free when I lose my hope. It feels
It's at 58.74. 59.09. Only if so Bitcoin, what I'm looking to happen here is dang good chance to get rejected up here in this area at this trend line. Trend line's a little shaky, so it's a little fuzzy, but right up here in this area, 62. We need this area to hold. This would be awesome. We catch a bounce there at 61.01. That would be awesome. That doesn't hold, then we're starting to look at these areas. I've got this dotted line from something that I have to zoom out to remember what it is, but it's at 59,283, but $59,009 and $58,074. Woo. This one should be a turnaround point, at least temporarily anyway. So the hopium is that it get rejected and come up here, and then we can start ranging, and then we might actually recover. If we don't see this area hold after getting rejected here, which I'm just saying, if she wants to come back in here and then go balls to the wall crazy, I am all for that. It's not as likely. So I gotta say, it's not as likely. Lucy doesn't like that idea. She's like really, really, really against it. Although the 200's trying to work on her, I don't think he's going to talk her into it. But we'll see. More than likely, it's rejection down here, and then if we lose this, and then we retest this area, which probably will not hold again at 59.5, and then 59 in there. It's kind of what I see for Bitcoinio. But right now, it says I'm rocking. If the trailers. So that's a good short setup at that retest there. All right, I want to see if I can kind of ace through a bunch of coins real quick. It is now 11:15. I've got 15 minutes. How many can we get done in 15 minutes? Should we do 4 hour? Let's do 4 hour. Oh man, should I keep Lucy on there? Because Lucy's playing out here, man. Lucy's on here. If you didn't know about Lucy, then you'd be like, oh my God. Well, we're just way under here. Where is it going to go? I think I'm going to keep Lucy on for this. She might make it a little faster. Seems to be bouncing off her. That looks pretty cool. It might come back and retest 69 cents in this area. All right there, what gets wicked off and gets candlestick. Be a good place to look at AGIX if you're into that kind of thing. I kind of just wanted to went all into FET since they're going to all switch over to ASI anyway. Nice little double top that a lot of people called a cup and handle. Gosh darn it, guess it wasn't. How can you tell the difference? I'm tired of explaining it. I'm just going to let people call them cup and handles from now on. Let's move on to DCR. Really? Are you this cheap again? They all making deals with the devil, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm telling you, if the devil's not crossing over the 800 to the downside, then that's probably they're wanting to see their names in lights, and they're preparing for it. Is that a stutter? Stutter to the mutter. It's a mutter stutter. Oh, this area 24, 25. Come on back up, baby. You needed to do that. I hate that you broke that trend line. That sucks for you. Finding support over here, playing with Lucy. Got to get above her. Man, DCR. Can't you go down anymore? I guess that's what we need to kind of figure out here. Let's see if we can name that. We haven't talked about any lower targets. That might be a possibility on the radar. And gosh darn it, it's right here at 70. I like it. That's cheap. Not been very popular, not been very talked about, but still one of my dark horses that I am playing because I think this guy can reach $250 when she gets a moving. That's just me, though. Don't have to be you. Worst area that I can see us coming back to would be about $16 there. DCR, you're running out of time. How about old Doge? Oh my gosh, everything is dying. Had this trade set up, and if you'd been in it, I don't know what you would be doing, man. Smart move would have been to kind of definitely take profits after some of these trend lines were breached. Ooh. This one's got a possibility to be retested up here. May see Doge around 17.5 cents again, and you also will probably more than likely see Doge somewhere around 12 cents because Lucy wants to come back in the play here, and that's also this little area here. And then you got to get some kind of weird ass pattern, which I know is like a big old head and shoulders, and it's technically it would be on the top, but there's nothing for it really to reverse to because it's down so low. So what does this say for Doge? I'm not calling for a head and shoulders. There's other things it can do, but first of all, we got to look at the 12-cent area if she gets down there. And I'm on the 4-hour, and it's looking like that may be a possibility. Rune's hanging in at 462. She was up to a nice high of, what was that, $11. How many people here are going to take profit just a little bit more this next pump up that we get, this next little rise? Because when you see how hard that they have to work to get back there, it makes you kind of appreciate it a little bit more. She lost a critical level. She lost the devil. She's beneath the devil. I'm just going to leave that on here. Let's do the devil and the trend lines because that seems to be what we're doing. Oh gosh, I would do a measure move, but I don't want to freak you guys out, so we'll just not do that. You notice it's a good run. Your first warning signs when you're chasing this big old pattern. That's fun. That's when you kind of stop hitting those trend lines. That's a good one. Because you could be following this trend line and like, oh, it doesn't make it. Boom, you're out here at 10. That's one way to play it. Another one is to still track it from here. And you see you got, you know, another touch here. Follow this one being a line in the sand, and then you could have got at 880. Otherwise, it's just, you know, more like, where's it gonna go? And then you start, you know, forgetting what you're really in when you zoom out, and you kind of go, well, it's a follow it or a triangle to the upside. And, you know, they break to the downside a lot. You can also, you know, just do the old channel trick right there that I like to do. And you really want to hold on to that, and that kind of follows it pretty well right here, even though she did wick there. That's crazy. Don't be getting all bearish on me. Don't you get all bearish on me. She's got an 886 retracement here. So boom, hanging at the 886 and even wick below. My goodness, man. So Rune, what's up, baby? What's happening? You feeling under the weather? Under the weather? Still 200 is still bullish. There's some good signs here. Lucy's above the 800. That's bullish, man. This could end up being a bear trap. Believe it or not, probably hard to see right now. And imagine that. And still, we could come down to the low $4 area on good old Rooney Rune here. But
I struggle to open doors to places that come to life if I step inside. I learn to cut the keys down. Got it locked, this demon stirring the pot with pretty faces and plots that try to knock me off my feet.
She can rebound. And when she gets back to about 985 and over here at 1068, those are areas that I'm going to have to reassess what I'm doing. I'm probably taking more profit there than I would normally. And keeping a moon bag. She's basically moonbag, but it's just time to get paid a little more of it up there than trying to take a little bit a big haircut down here. Is that one of them handy dandy cup and handy is on the upside? I believe it is. You know. Solana is at 134. Now, we looked at this last night and we saw the RSI. It was on the daily. And the regular RSI and the stochastics, they are all bottomed out. This one's got my interest. And now the stochastics are starting to bump to the upside. It looks like we're going to get a bounce off of this 100 moving average area. We got a good chance. We need to see it hold. If it holds, this one can do some serious damage. And I have not been buying yet at these levels. Do I need to add more to my bag? We need to forget the speed round. We got to zoom out on Solana. I'm going to erase everything here. We lost that one, right? We struggled with that, but new information gives us this, which may be holding. Let's make sure we got some touches over here. Make sure that this is valid. Touches other than this touch. I want some bodies. Get some bodies. Some bodies. All right, candle bodies, candle bodies. About to break my neck on this thing. All right, and it looks like above this line we also got candle bodies. So this line is so far is holding. Moving averages to the 9, the 21, you know, flirting with crossing the 50 and the 100 together. And yeah, so we're losing this trend line is not good. Opening and closing the candle below this trend line, no bueno. But the other things, man, everything else looks pretty good. Lucy here needs to cross above the 800, and that would put that in a positive aspect. So she's a little bit of weight. She's kind of sandbagging us a little bit, but she's coming around. So the real question is she going to cause us to come back to this 200 moving average area, about $95, which is making people pee their pants that got in around this $109 area over here, which, you know, wasn't a bad place. Too bad their professional nature didn't recognize that that was a double top up here with the bearish divergence. If they had drawn a simple trend line right there, that would have been perfect time to tell you, hey man, time to make some decisions. And this is one of the most important lessons that I can teach, and one of the most important lessons I learned, and I should have learned it a lot earlier. This is one of the least, when all this clicked, this was one of the last lessons that sunk through my head, because until I got this, when I would be seeing price go up, I would do the same thing that I was taught, and same thing that is still being taught by some of the people that I reference. And this, when you see this go up, first thing you want to do is find that pattern, find that triangle, That's the first thing you want to do. Well, I don't do that anymore. When they break this trend line, I'm like looking at them sideways. I'm saying, what are you up to? Yeah, this is, if I'm in a trade, that's a sign to, hey man, you need to cut it and then figure out what it's going to do. Come in at a later time. That's your time to get out. And one of my mentors would do that, but he never made it clear until after the fact. Well, by the time price was down here, and I got out off here, and I'm like, well, thanks for giving us the heads up. So if I could say anything is gold that can save you money, is the old trend line here on a bigger time frame and your little 9 moving average. They work so good together, man. So you look for confluence of that, and that's definitely, hey man, if I had $100,000 in this thing and it was up, you know, and my 100,000 is now 180,000, I have to be pulling out my capital, or a lot of it, or some of it, or something, not some, or maybe even into this trade up here. I know there's tax things, but you know, it's better to pay taxes on $180,000 than it is to pay taxes on oh crap, my 100,000 turned into $80,000. Well, there's a write-off for so much. What, I think was it only 3,000 that they want to let you write off or something crazy? So anyway, sorry, I got to preaching there. I see? I get off in teaching mode, man. I'm supposed to be just screening, and I keep going to stuff like that. Is that cool, or is that like no, Road Dog? Just stick to the charts. Mercy received $700 in dry powder, trying to figure out where to put it or what to put it. You might have some time. You might have some time to deploy that. So I wouldn't spend it. I wouldn't be in a hurry to spend it all at once, and that seems to be. I have that trouble. I assume more people than just me have that trouble too. Haven says we need Hopium more than ever now. Sam Webb says ICP. Well, stop looking in the bathroom, silly. Dad joke all day. I know, it's horrible. Jeez. Man, I hope that this is the dark horse that we need to do. You lost a trend line. You suck. Nah, she's just shifting. Let's erase it. Let's get the, she's shifted angles on us. Okay. So we should probably pay attention to the top trend line. Ooh, look at you, girl. I guess you're a girl. You still respecting that trend line? Not so much. Oh, down here. Look at their angles to the dangles. Well, let me reverse that. You're never gonna go through this quick. Can't help it. I got to do that. This angle that we followed, this top to that top right there, we brought it down here and line it up with candle bodies here, there, and I mean, I know it cuts through, but there's a wicks down here. There's definitely a channel there that we were playing with and made it weak and then fell right through it this time. That's the lesson I draw home about patterns. If you fall through and come back and retest it, yeah, if you break a hole, started doing it over here anyway. You can also experience, play around with the wick ideas, and you can find some confluence there, but mostly it all comes in on the bodies. But anyway, that angle is also respected down here over the top of this, and I just think that's very interesting. If you take that little guy out, it kind of has some confluence there, trying to don't cheat with my angles. So I got all this little bit offs, but I think it's worthwhile just, actually seeing what the angles will tell you. So we'll just park it under there and see how that you didn't respect much of anything, did you? So I was looking underneath the top here. Put it down to the very bottom we got there. So I would keep that. I think that does mean something. But we've also got this trend line way over here. Well, that should mean something too, especially since that 200 moving average is kind of wrapping around it. So I would pay attention to that. That's a good sign. Say, hey man, because if this audit trend line does mean something, there's a fuzzy little area. We're below the 9 moving average here, so we can definitely see some more downside. Retest a 200 moving average, maybe even retest a 800. Test it over here. We broke up above it, retested it, wicked off of it. Man, might test it again. At least test the 200, see if it's going to stick, right? It's usually how this plays out. So if you wanted to take a trend, you know, a measure move and put there at the breakout, it kind of also gives us confluence right there at that same exact little spot that we just put right against that trend line. So there we go. Really? Dude, this is another one. This is going to screw with me too. So gosh darn it. So this is why I'm not deploying a lot of capital right now. I'm kind of especially with my spot margin. A lot of these coins, since we're kind of in these areas, we had to drop here, and I started deploying some money into them. We started doing good, and then we came back down. So I don't want to overextend myself on these. I'm kind of in risk management mode where I'm looking for, you know, make sure if we come back down here that when we hit them, I've got this finagle enough so that I can actually make some buys down here and still manage my risk well. But man, altcoins taken. We've got to look at total 3, man. There is definitely something worth looking at here on total 3. Let's see if we can. Total 3 market cap. Well, we got swing high to swing low. Tighten you up, baby. All right, so this is not too bad, depending on how you look at it. All right, when it comes to fibs, and I noticed that there are some differences in what I do, and one thing is, and you can still go by these other areas. They're still valid. But since we come to areas that this could be topping at, and that means that we now have a low to a high, that means that if, you know, taking that into consideration, well, now we need to lean a little bit more on the other fib draw. So not so much on this fib as now our new one from swing low to swing high. Because now I got some areas that I need to watch, and it's this 382 area. That's coming in right above this little congestive area, making this just a juicy little area for a bounce. And then also we got 200 moving average and the 50% mark. Also right above an area of congestion that we might also bounce off of. And we hope not to come back to the 618. We don't have to. On a nice big impulse move, Dow theory, 50% is usually where she comes back to. So total 3 again telling us that, yeah, we're probably going to see a little bit of downside on the daily chart. We're in the middle of a Ichimoku cloud, even though we got a 100 moving average that might help us out. It's Lucy down here. It's the devil. I'm telling you, it's the devil. We have to work hard to slowly overcome the devil. So it's just got to flip over that 800. Once she does that, I think that's when we're going to start seeing more of the boost that we're really hoping for. Here we can go with our trend lines to also give us a little confluence here that this area may be hit. Again, let's do our little channel trick and get a little saving grace. So just like Bitcoin, I hope that this will hold, and if it doesn't, it just makes sense to come to the bottom of the trend. And we got areas down here to support us too. There's a chance. There is a chance that we can bounce off of this, but man, it's getting slammed. She's getting slammed, but it's there. There's an opportunity. This is where it's good to come to the bigger indicators, and stochastics are down. That's on our side. Money flow still in the green. That's on our side. This VWAP thing, or they call it VWAP, it's not officially bullish, but she's getting close to flipping. Momentum wave could be in an area where we could start anchoring out there anyway. It's going to be a struggle, that's for sure, and I'm not sure that this is going to be a solid where it's going to be lots of wicks down through there until it and might decide to go there. But do we have any divergence? There's a little bit of hidden divergence that's forming at the moment, meaning that that could be helping us to find support for a bounce here too for this whole trend to continue. But oh, I like that too. I like that too. Ooh, I like the trend line. There we go. Well, there we go. Let's tighten her up. Candle body touches, and that kind of gets us into this wick area. There's a little bit of that's some invisible support there we weren't looking at. So, man, and here we are coming into the weekend. That's what's so interesting about this. So they kind of leave us hanging on the weekend. So Friday, it's going to be an interesting day. I bet they will. I bet they play with our emotions a lot tomorrow. What thinks you guys? You think they're going to play with our heads tomorrow? 4 hours suggests that might be in play. Here's where we're starting to, round out a little bit at a bottoming area. Lucy's down here. I think they'll come touch Lucy on the 4 hour. Stochastics on the 4 hour trying to nosedive. So they play with us over the weekend. And we might see some retail step in the game since things are so cheap. I don't know. We need this trend line to actually hold. That would be bitching, and then our bags would go back to pumping. Thought on Arrow for the next 2 hours. AERO for the next 2 hours. Let's go with CoinEx for the next 2 hours. I think it looks good. I mean, this will cover more than 2 hours in the this trend line zooming out on the 4 hours. I mean, that's holding strong. That's cool. 200 moving average there. 300 moving average, 200, 100, 50. They're all 50's getting wishy-washy, but they're all heading in the right direction. So it's a good chance it bounced there. This last high or last low that we had there was, it made a lower low in essence. That's cool. That's probably a bounce at a 786 probably. This area, yeah, bounced off an 886 and holding the 786 area. That's good. That's giving us these areas right up here to shoot for. Right around 267. That's cool. Oh, Culpin handle to the upside. It came down a little bit more than 2/3, so I mean, it's not really roundy. But we do have higher highs and higher lows, which is basically all that the cup and handle shouters are really identifying. Bouncing off this trend line here, that's the main thing. I see that happening. It looks good. Let's go down to, you're saying over the next 2 hours. I'm here on the 1 hour and we got the devil involved. So she's making a deal with the devil. And if she can stay above the devil, then they're going to sign that little contract in blood and she's going to be a rock star at 267s is probably what I'm getting out of that. I know it sounds crazy, but until, look around and there she is on Rolling Stone. Keep getting richer, but I can't get my picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone, man. Osa saka laka laka, baby. Don't know that we've got that bottom in just yet. Just yet. See this little target here? I'm going to put you right here. Just for you at 262. I think that's the magic number. Take some profit on this little guy. Down here from where we are right now, 156 up to there. That's 67% gains. Throw $100 in on this at the current levels, which I'm not saying do that. But if this does play out, so we are getting a bounce here, it's a good chance, a probability, a stronger probability than not, that $100 would net you $167. And you'd make $68 profit, and then you would owe the IRS if you're in the United States, you know, about up to 30, I don't know, 35%, somewhere through there, 30, I don't know. It's too dang high. Percent of that. But they failed to mention that this morning. And you just have to do that 3 times a day. Arrow, I like it. Yeehaw! APU is going to melt wallets. Caesar E says. I don't know what APE. That little box keeps popping up here. A mercy receive. Hey, thanks for looking at Arrow. Hey, thanks for asking for it. And thank you very much for the $2. Super. Is that super chat? Super chat. Appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
In fact, I lost it. Where did you go? In fact, there we go. Can't forget about the news and what happened with our altcoins today in crypto, so let's go knock that out. This is my backup to meeting my video requirements. So at least if I don't get a coin video, I can get the news out. It's not boring news. It's probably something that might affect you and your wallet. So here we go. Today in crypto, ladies and gentlemen, Israel officially launches attack on Iran. Some BRICS information. Coinbase International has announced the listing of WITH perpetual futures on April 25th. Aptos Labs collaborates with Microsoft, Brevin Howard, and SK Telecom to build out institutional platform Aptos Ascend. AMB Airtel reveals the Starfleet initiative, long-term strategic plan to launch new products in 2024. Assemble Protocol has announced that it will be rebranding in May, while Binance is launching Binance Megadrop, a new token launch platform. The first project will be BounceBit, ticker symbol BB, a BTC restaking chain. INJ Injective Protocol is in collaboration with Jambo, a Web3 mobile infrastructure company. Also in the news, Lisk has teased that they plan to announce a snapshot height next week. Are we speaking opinion? So Lisk should be announcing a snapshot taking next week. Could be an airdrop coming for that. Astroport Phi migration to Neutron has now been completed. Nibiru Chain launches 15 million Nibiru Builder Grants program. Stacks. Binance will support Stacks Nakamoto upgrade. The network upgrade hard fork will take place on April 22nd. Chia Project, ticker symbol XCH, has made progress toward an IPO according to CoinDesk. And Avail Project has announced an airdrop. This news comes daily courtesy of Layer GG over on Twitter X. Give him a like, give him a follow, give him a repost and a thank you. What's so bad, was it? What's so horrible? It's over. We can breathe. And get back to these altcoins. Do we look at Polkadot? Or Polkadot? Polkadot, you're coming in at 650. It doesn't surprise me. You've been at that area before way too many times for way too much. For way too long. It makes me just sick of looking at you. And we're just going to clear you out because all these levels have been breached and more. Could have moonbagged you up there, but I said, no, we can squeeze out a little bit more. That was my emotions talking to me. Or was it this Randy Dandy cupping Andy to the upside? Sorry. That word keeps coming out of my mouth. I don't know why. So we follow our secondary trend after we came down here. We had to take that information in, and we couldn't hold out either. We had to come to the downside for that beautiful up and handy shape that didn't have a lip that was around this one. That's really the ascending cup and handle is really just you got a high, you got a low, you got a higher high, you got a higher low until it doesn't hold, and then now you don't. Trend lines, baby, trend lines. Zoom out, trend lines. Just saying. If you had zoomed out, you could have seen that you were at the top of a channel, which would have meant a rejection and gone to the bottom of the channel. I just say it. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? You got a measured move that's don't freak out, because you're going to freak out, man. It doesn't have to come all the way down here, okay? Let's just get that. But there is a chance that DOT might visit $4.22 if this measured move does hit. A lot of times it just comes around the happy half parts, which, you know, we're kind of at there right now, kind of coinciding with this little area of support resistance flip that we need to maintain flip. So let's not trip out so much on the measured move. Let's just look at this area as a field of green, a nice little possible buy zone at 588. That's some hopium. Haven Pack says, I know I'm going to make too much potato salad for the having party. I think we're going to have tacos too. I was going to do pizza. I'm tired of pizza. A mercy received. I can't see the show not taking off to the upside, baby. Hey, I appreciate that. Sadly, it is not for the past year since I've started doing it. But hey, it's fun for me and hopefully fun for you guys. If not just totally obnoxious, but I don't know. I think there are some more obnoxious YouTubers out there. I ain't scared. I just work more punky. Go Haven. Go Haven. It's your birthday. Hey, Haven, you got a system, baby, that's working for you. More power to you. Look at Punky right here. Kind of cutting through this wick over here to touch this one just to make it a little bit more. Well, you know, when they don't quite reach the top of the channel, it might be a sign. Just throwing that idea out there. On the 4 hour, she's still above the 9 moving average, so can't say nary a dang thing bad about it. So you got that. So I can't badmouth her for anything. She's above the 9 on a 4 hour. She wrote it, she tested it, but now it's just so trying to scare people out of it. Came down to 13.7 cents. And now she's riding it back again. That's what we want to see. Itchy Monkey Cloud says, yeah, go Punky. It's your birthday. Go Punky. It's your birthday. For serious, really? I mean, clearly I'm missing out on the... Oh, okay. Handle bodies with wicks. Just wicks this time. She's going to try to make it, Haven. I think she's going to try to break out of here about 21-1. I don't know if it's going to work. If it does, then you know what happens. It goes crazy to the upside. If it doesn't, then she gets to be at a cheaper price to buy it at, which would be somewhere down here in, I don't know, this area, somewhere just below 12 cents. And if she does it, if she gets rejected here at 20 cents or whatever, still these areas somewhere around, wherever this trend line is, 11 to 12 cents could come into play. But getting above 21, man, don't have much to go on, but it might do it. Just the measured move alone. Could possibly be 30 37 cents, really? Let's check for compliments. I'm not speeding through this apparently because I get into target mode, man. Target mode gets me every time. I'm just like, and then I gotta get into confluence mode. And we're dancing at the 227s. Ooh, I likes it, Damon. I don't think it'll immediately get there, but she can. And this one right here, 28. Try it, 28 cents. Good place to take profit. Because if she comes up here, that's probably where she retests this area or falls back into the pattern and loses it. That could happen at the 1618. Just saying, that's a reversal area. Can be. Or it could be, where she gets reversed, comes back to this nice juicy area at 23 and then bounces on up to 37. That's kind of how I would see it, but that don't mean jack, because a lot of times I draw and things never play out exactly as I draw them. But 1618, that's a juicy target. Makes me have to go check my Ponky bags. Tighten with that trend line. Tighten it. And I don't know if I'd go by this one or I'd do the same thing over here, but just kind of jumping up and seeing if there's just guesstimating some possible like higher reversal targets to look for. 56 cent area might be in there somewhere down the road if she can break up to the upside here. Oh, the upside. Nice rounding shapes there. I like it. Ponky. Maybe everybody start looking back at memes when the market starts flushing. I don't know how to do anything but memes. Maybe a lot of the new ones coming in would be, I don't know. They probably feel safer with memes. Because other than these projects that say they're going to do a bunch of stuff, they never do it. No reason. Memes, at least you know you got a meme. Grimmer says PolyX. Shoot. That's nice. This is okay. This sucks. But the level was lost. Oh, say it ain't so. It probably ain't so, to be honest with you. But, well, you could do that. So, CoinEx, she lost her major trend line here, and the devil is involved with the details. We got the 200 crossing over the devil. It's not so great. She's at an area that she could bounce back up, but if she does, I'm looking for a retest and then possibly down here. If that happens, if she comes back up and then comes lower, this little number here, 0.00002 in that area would be good. But there is still a possibility that this area might get hit. And this would be the same bottom we had over there. So she'd be coming down to truly make a double bottom. And that is a definite real scenario. So generally, we're at the Bart Simpson butt crack area, if you want my personal opinion. Where we do a nice little butt cheek and then we get this little harmonic little thing going on. And you could be looking at another nice little prolonged butt cheek that could take a while. This is polyelastic. That's one scenario. There's going to be a reaccumulation at some point, and that's usually not fun. So, I mean, if you're already in and you're down, then you just kind of wait and maybe add to your positions. But if you're in profit any at all, you could probably get out and get in at a much better place. Ooh, XRP. Hey, I just thought of this. I still watch Ben Armstrong. Lately, sometimes when he's talking, he actually, he's, getting onto some decent things. Sometimes it gets out there. A lot of it, I think he just wants to be the man who makes the best coin picks. That seems to be what he wants out of all of everything. Whatever. But anyway, he had this trade that he did on XRP, and he got some kind of expert opinion or whatever, because they, he nailed one of these bottomed right here before it spiked up, right? This bottom down here, like at 45 cents. I don't know. I don't know what but he had a liquidation. I think he had a liquidation at 55 or I don't know. I just wondered how that trade's going for him, because he was up really big, but he wasn't paying himself, right? I mean, that trade was like, wow, massive when XRP shot up. And then he was his goal was to let it be an epic trade. So the look, I bought this at the, and he even said that, he wants the epic trade for XRP, and that it would just keep going up, but she didn't. And then she came all the way down to 40, which is past his liquidation point. So I'm just wondering if he got liquidated or if he got out early, saved himself, because XRP, man, woo. What can you say about it that people won't get pissed about? So, it just is. BNB is at 540 right now. She might come down to 478. If she does, I will probably be putting in some nibbles there, because man, I wish I'd bought BNB when she was down here. I've been kind of deploying it. And a nice Adam and Eve double bottom there. Exceeded the target, coming back, pulling back. BNB, man, I think, yeah, I mean, almost $800, maybe even $963 at this 1618 area could definitely come into play for BNB. I think it's going to do good. So snagging a little extra to have on there, and maybe even to play on the chain. Pretty cool. I'm thinking anyway. If you look at this as the main trend line that we're following here, the main one, didn't lose it until June 2023, and then we bear trap. Might even come back down to 380 or somewhere through there. That'd take a lot. I don't know what would drive the market down there, but we might find out. But that would be a juicy area, a nice little area that could bounce. Something to keep in mind. It's 12. It's midnight. I didn't make it through crap, man. I can't do this fast, can I? I just talk too much. Mr. Miles says, I prefer the info, not all about charts 24/7. Okay, well, that's cool. I need feedback like this. I really do. I don't know what people like. I consider charts to be astrology for guys, but I keep hanging out on TA channels for some reason. Cool. I consider astrology for guys. The math is, I mean, I'm not a math Jesus, but you can definitely see it in the proportions and ratios and things like that. And then when you look at what WD Gann, some of the stuff he uncovered, because he was into sacred geometry and all that stuff. And it's very interesting. I likes it. Sinverse took a hit, man. Wow. Ooh, baby. I've been following Sim first for a while, even when she was down here in the dumps at 0.002 cents. She had a nice little run, a pullback, and another nice little run, and I made sure, because I'd been through this before, I was like, that's no fun. She comes back up to these areas, you bet I'm going to be taking some profits, and so, you know, this is our profit-taking box. If you didn't take profits up there, you're probably thinking, that would have been a really good place to take profits, wouldn't it? You know, hindsight's 50-50 or 20-20. It's not 50-50. Gosh, man, that's like just from the bottom of that's down 60%. Like if you got this, hold your hands over your ears, because this will hurt your feelings. Because hopefully you wouldn't tops of don't buy at the tops of trend lines. Even though we were looking for a possible inverted head and shoulders, she never confirmed. She had to come up here to confirm. And so that's one of the dangers I would like to point out when you know, somebody is saying that, unlikely, sold her head, sold her, and before even anything pops up, confirmations are a must. That's trading that's analysis 101, man. It's not confirmed until it's confirmed. Not confirmed until, you know, that neckline is complete, price gets to that area and even breaks past that area. Otherwise, it's just a possible speculative idea with a probability that might confirm. But that sucks that that's not the best trend line, but it is one of them. That's more like it. Comes right at the 200 moving average, so looks like there's a chance to have a retest up here at this 200 moving average. 50 hasn't crossed it. 100 hasn't crossed it. So 0.0098. If you are trying to de-risk a little bit, coming back up there would be at the 1 cent area. That can happen. And that's not the point to say, oh, we're safe now. Good. Let's jump in more. That's where you can de-risk on this, because it could come down lower. If it breaks back into the pattern, then we can, you know, say, oh, maybe we should, you know, add more, but it could still happen. She made a lower low than this one over here, which may invalidate this pattern. We're kind of getting there. It's a long shot now that she'll come up and confirm this pattern. It can, but I would be looking, just be cautious up here in 1 cent on Timbers. Cadena, oh my God, are you that cheap again? Cadena, what the hell? Listen, you supposed to be in with all them big bakers and all. Come on, maybe. We're on the daily chart for Cadena. She's definitely not about to take over the world by storm anytime soon, so. There's actually Cadena MexC's out there. Broke a major trend line. That's the issue. Finding support on the 360 moving average. That's cool. You need to hold. It's actually a really good chance that she'll hold here. This is a good area, I think, for Cadena. Need to see 200 moving average make some gains over here over Lucy, the 666 moving average here. That would be helpful. She's got a little help from the other moving averages to kind of help that scenario out a bit, but man, Cadena, you losing this trend line is kind of a big thing. Now you're going to have to do all this funky sideways stuff. I don't see anything just bullyish coming out on you on the daily. I just see a big major accumulation sideways, and if you're in it on this one, you're going to have to be patient. That's all I got to say, and that includes me. Since all this is a mess over here, and you know, we kind of done what we're going to do, let's get rid of that, and let's just kind of zoom out here. Back to the old basics. This swing high to this swing low. Identify our accumulation zone, which we broke back into. Not good luck. Not the good luck. Not the good luck. Alrighty, baby. Let's see what we got here on Cadena. We got the devil involved. 786. That would be cool to hold. Kadena, you come down here to 59 cents, you're going to be messing with my money. I don't like that. You're making me employ another strategy. You're going to tick me off, Kadena. I'm just saying. You tried me. You tried me. I mean, I got a plan for you, but it's just pissed me off that you're trying me. That's all I'm saying, Kadena. So we see Kadena come back and retest this little wiki area down to 75. Yeah, I hope it holds. If it don't, then we might be looking at 60 cents, which would suck. Making me seriously have to look at you sideways, Kadena. The only saving grace you have is that I know that if I get burnt out and give in and capitulate, that you're going to take off without me because you're trying. You got rejected off your accumulation zone right here, huh? That's a big area. And yeah, you'll go up to $6. And then I'll be pissed because I sold you at 30 cents or something crazy. Yeah, I know how you work. I'm not playing that game. I thought somehow I ended up with a bigger bag of this and a smaller one of ICP. I got confused, or I don't know what I was thinking. $6.35, I like that one, but yeah, you go to $10, you go up to $12, and I'm going to be pissed. So yeah, I'm going to be on that train. You just need to get your act together and start moving to the upside. Nice rounding shape. We like that. That's good. Nice little megaphone pattern that's freaking out right now and not really playing to our benefit. But that is something that we look at for some of these rounding shapes. We kind of look for a little triangle pattern here. Woo! A wedgie. And then after the wedgie, I started looking for a megaphony. A lot of times that works out really good, unless we're just kind of starting out, and that would suck for you. You come back and get under here in this accumulation zone under here. I'm going to come personally find out where you live, Kadena. I'll be knocking on your door, and you're going to have to answer to me. Road dog sniff you out like Joe Biden. Brandon. I ain't kidding. I know those people. I'll get Big Boy. He'll sue you. Yeah. Man, we lost the chat again. Where'd you guys go? Triangle lines, moving average, witchcraft. Exactly.
It's sorcery, I tell you, it's sorcery.
I wouldn't go that long, but hey, thanks for the follows, guys. Oh, you guys probably didn't even see that at all. My chat's all messed up. Mr. Mouse said, triangled lines, moving averages, witchcraft. I said, it's sorcery. Mr. Mouse says, yeah, there are KDA maxis, about 3 of them, probably. All right, guys, it is 12:10. Apparently, I'm going to have to work on my ability to flow through these things. I really do want to just screen through these suckers and just... Can we do it? Can we just look and not have to dissect them just quickly to see if there's anything? BET, you down to under 4 cents? I've already moonbagged you. Osmosis, you're down to 96, really? Wow, look at you, girl. Go. I got to get Lucy off of there. She's flirting, messing with my head. Phantom, take a big hit. Ooh. Opulous, man. I like this one now. Well, I'm still in the profit, though, at 18 cents. This one I was getting in at around the here's 5 to 8. She went up to 37. I want her to keep going. Come on, baby. You can do it. I feels it. I feels you can do it, but you might come down here to this area at 13. That would suck. Theta's at $2. You lost a trend line. You suck. Theta, what's wrong with you? Is that even valid? Is that... We're in the 4 hour. Yeah, there's something there. There's something somewhere else. Oh, look out there. Well, there's a little bit of hopium that may or may not even hold on. You could be looking down here. Yeah, I know it sucks to think that Theta can get like 165 or 168, but she can. That's a lame ass trend line though. Oh crap, he's doing it again. He's got to do the thingy thing. Yeah, that's gone. That's very wishful thinking, but we'll sometimes we'll do a little wishful thinking. That it's got some merit. Trend line, support resistance flips, sloppy, but it did do it right here, right there. Just it, right there. And then a little something, and retesting that is in order, and that might save us. That would be beautiful to see us find support at 177, one more tap around on Theta and not sink down to $1. That would be awesome. I'm cool with that. It's the bottom of a trend line. That would just kind of make me think that, well, top of that trend line is probably going to be a headache too, though, so. Good news doesn't come without, you know, a little downside, so. Smoky sausage. All right, guys, it is pumpkin time for me, 12:13. Appreciate you for hanging out. I will be back again tomorrow night, probably about 10:30 around the same time. Trade carefully, trade wisely. Of course, we always look at Bitcoin again before we leave, and I don't know. I think it's kind of a fun game to let's predict what the Morgan boys will see. Most of them are pretty good. There's just, you know, less than a handful that are just kind of hey, they ever want to talk about how great of an entrepreneur that they are with their business trading group venture, I would respect that. But somehow it's like, oh no, we'd never talk about that. No, money'd never be coming from there. No. It's my genius. Oh, baby, baby, baby. What you doing here, Bitcoin? Should we go down to the 1 minute? What you trying to do here? Well, it is, what, 12, and we got 12 hours to go. And a lame-ass trend line. Y'all ain't gonna like this. Oh, that's the same idea I've been doing. What the hell? It's the same. I keep getting the same thing. So what would be cool is if we start respecting this little bottom trend line, because it looks like we're trying to. When you zoom in on the 44 hour, trying to regain this 9 moving average on the 4 hour. Not giving me what I need to see here. Let's come to a bigger time frame. I'm trying to regain the 9 on the 8. That would have been helpful to see that. Do you notice that on the 08 hour here, 9 crossed barely over that, 21's gunning for it next. Oh gosh darn it. Are they going to try to kill us tomorrow? 8 hour looks kind of bearish, so does the 6 hour, and the 4 hours undecided. 4 hours undecided and trying to reclaim the non-moving average. 1 hour's just not got the muscles to do it just quite yet. And even if she did have the muscles to do it, I must draw your attention to the 200 moving average and the 100 under here beneath it. I mean, until the 100 actually crosses above it, I mean, we're kind of, we're going to range under the 200. We're not far away from it. So I think they're just going to be confused. And probably bearish is what I'm guessing. Probably calling for these areas down here. Around 50, because I'm sure there's going to be definitely some orders put in those areas on the order books. If you haven't noticed, a nice little way to get a strategy is to find out what the order book says, then draw a trend line that says to the upside going right to it. That might happen, or down to it might happen. I need this trend line to hold. I personally think that 60,002 has a good chance to hold, especially when we're coming into the weekend. And we do see some retail money start coming in and some whales playing games on the weekend. But I am still sticking with the theory that I've got with this trend line holding. And if it does hold, I'm actually looking for a higher high to come out of Bitcoin higher than the 72 or 73 that we were touching there if this area holds. I know it doesn't sound like it's going to happen just yet, but that's what I got my own. If we start breaking this area, then I've got to say, oh crap! I guess that didn't play out. I guess I suck. All right, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I will see you again tomorrow night.
Good night, John boy.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet high off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my
Good night, Sergey. Have a good one, buddy.
Bad habits. Little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it.